Hello everybody, I am Vijay Patil from Framebox Animation and Visual Effects. Today's tutorial will be about V-Ray lighting inside 3ds Max. My focus will be mostly on using the V-Ray sun and sky efficiently to create stunning renders. So let us take a look at what exactly we are going to do today. So this is the thing which we are going to achieve today. As you can see, I have set the mood of the lighting just by using V-Ray sun. This is also another cinematic lighting which we are going to cover today. The model which I have used in this tutorial is made by one of our Framebox student. This is a great wall of Nara model. As you can see, he has taken a photographic reference for the actual textures and then recreated it in Photoshop. Now let me just walk you around the scene. I have just placed few cameras just to take the render, and then let us just take a look at the render settings. Very fast, I'm going to brief you about the render settings. In the common tab, I have kept the video resolution to 750. My main output size is HDTV. I have kept to 720. You can just go for full HD or 720 as per the preference for the final render. In the V-Ray tab, I have kept my image sampler to bucket from progressive, and I've kept my samples fairly low. I have just kept it at 3 because I want to make the renders very fast. Then in the color mapping section, I have kept my type to Reinhardt. In the global illumination section, I have kept my primary engine to irradiance map and my secondary engine to light cache. Just one thing I'm going to point out today is in the irradiance map, I have kept my preset to very low, and for the sake of this tutorial, I have kept the multipass option off. In the light cache settings, I have just kept it to 500 subdivisions. So this is basically my render setup. Now without wasting any time, let us go into the tutorial. The first thing which we need to create a V-Ray sun lighting is the actual sun. And the version which I'm using is 2020. You can do it in any version of 3ds Max unless you have V-Ray installed. So let me just go to my top viewport. Then I'll go to my lighting section. In the lighting, you have to go to V-Ray and then V-Ray sun. Then just drag your V-Ray sun to create. After that, it is asking me for a message. It is asking me, should I put a V-Ray environment map in my environment slot? I will say yes. I need V-Ray sky because V-Ray sky and V-Ray sun, they go hand in hand. They work as a pair. So now if I go to my perspective view and see the alignment of my sun, it is sitting on the horizon of my grid or of my scene. And if I go back to my environment panel, rendering environment, you can see I have a V-Ray sky because I told yes, I need a V-Ray sky map. So I have my V-Ray sky added into my environment slot. Now what I will do, I will just take my sun and keep it on elevation and bring it up. I'll bring the sun a little up, and then I will shoot a render. So as you can see, I'm getting an image which is full of exposure. A lot of brightness is there. This is the default behavior of V-Ray lights or V-Ray sun, you can say. The students who are just starting out with the V-Ray lighting, I have to tell you one thing. To make the render look more cinematic and to achieve the realism of the lighting, you have to use exposure node. So you can use the exposure node in the V-Ray camera itself, or else you can just plug it in the environment slot. The method which I am going to teach you is we will take the help of environment slot. So let me go to the environment. In the environment, I will just go to my exposure control and I will select V-Ray exposure control. Now what this does, this applies a global exposure control to the entire scene. It will just take the whites and the brights of the image and level it out to give you the accurate lighting. Then in the V-Ray exposure control, as you can see, my mode is set to photographic. The guys who are from photographic background, they can change the value just like the real camera, but for the tutorial purpose, I will just keep it to EV parameter. EV stands for exposure value, and I'll just keep my exposure value to 1. The value of 1 works for the most of the scenes, and the white balance I will just switch to daylight. Now if I take a render, as you can see, I'm getting a actual lighting. Now let me just zoom into my model a bit and take a render. Now this is exactly what we get in the real world and you are getting using the V-Ray Sun. Just keep in mind, the only thing which we require while using V-Ray Sun is the exposure control. And in the exposure control, I have kept my EV value to 1. The more the value, the darker it gets. But I don't want to go in the EV for this tutorial. And like I said, I already have V-Ray Sky attached into my scene. So I'm also getting a simulated sky along with the sun. I'm getting a sky. And V-Ray Sun works on the funda of elevation. If I kept my sun right above the head of my model, so it will just depict me a light of noon around 12 or 1. Now if I take a render, you can make it out from the shadows, it is around 12 or 1. And if I make my sun go down like a horizon, so I will get a feel as if my sun is rising up or settling down, either ways. And if you noticed, V-Ray Sun has a strong algorithm. Automatically it is altering the colors as you change the time of the day. Now let me just go to the top view and let me show you the shadows, how far shadows we are getting. See, I'm getting long shadows just like the evening time. Now I'll do one thing, I'll just switch to one of my cameras. In this camera, I am directly looking at the sun. Now if I take a render, let us see what happens. See guys, this is the beauty of V-Ray Sun. You'll be blown at how good it is while simulating a real lighting. See, I can already see the sun in my render. Let me just push it in. It is here right now. I've just kept it to here. See, I'm getting an evening time, I'm getting a cinematic lighting by just 1 or 2 clicks, and also I'm getting a real simulated sun. Now if I have a condition or I have a requirement in which I want to increase the actual size of my sun, I can do that using the V-Ray Sky node, which I have put in my environment slot. So what we can do is, I'll go to my environment slot, then I'll press the M key, and I will drag this V-Ray Sky map to my empty material slot, and I'll say instance and OK. After that, it is asking what is the parent sun node for this node. I will say specify sun node, and I will click the existing sun. By doing this step, you are telling the sky that this sun belongs to you and you have been parented or linked to that particular sun. So after doing that, I can just go to the sun size multiplier and I can increase the sun size. By default it's on 1, I can go for 10. Then I can take a render. See, now this is the magic which is happening. See, I'm getting a sun which is fairly large. This value can be increased according to the requirement. I will keep it to 25. Let us go to the extreme and take a render. Now as you can see, my sun is very large, good for cinematic lightings. Now also I have one more parameter here, that is sun intensity multiplier. So what is sun intensity multiplier? By default it is on 1. So let me take it to 0.5 and I'll just clone this window just to show you before and after, and I'll just take a render. So as you can make out the difference, sun intensity controls the overall intensity of your sky. if I want to make the sun pop out, I can just follow this. I can just crank down the intensity of my sun. But for most of the cases, 1 is the good value. And I'll shoot a render. See, I'm getting the result. This is how you can utilize V-Ray Sun and Sky inside 3ds Max. This is the easiest way of lighting. Trust me students, I have been working with V-Ray Sun since very long. I have also used this thing in my personal architectural projects and it works like wonder. You don't have to go for the fancy rigs or HDRI setup or anything. Just take a V-Ray Sun and just put a V-Ray exposure node and you are done. So I request to students, if you're just starting out with V-Ray lighting, you can just try and give V-Ray Sun lighting. So this was the basic tutorial about V-Ray Sun and Sky. Hope you have liked the tutorials. Please stay tuned for further tutorials. Thank you for watching.